Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Story here on the Skalds of Vintara server. Thank you very much for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So did you enjoy that time lapse? I really did. I really enjoy making those things, and you can see the product of that now. I'll tell you what, recording time lapses in this game it's more difficult than I thought it would be, but it is a lot of fun. The tools aren't really up to scratch just yet, but they're getting there. They are close. They really are. I used to use a mod called Cam in Minecraft to do a lot of the stuff that I've done with the kind of sweeping shots from way up there, making this gravel path here, and stuff like that, and the intro to the time lapse as well, coming over the portal and through into the village here. And I really enjoy making that kind of stuff. And I have to give a massive props as well to Antti Martikainen, the composer of the music there. He is absolutely amazing. I love his work, and I try to give his work as much gravitas on my channel as I can. There's a lot of his stuff I've released small little music videos for. So if you check out my channel, and there's a playlist called Music in My Videos, and a lot of his stuff is on there. And so yeah, I've used his music in a lot of my time lapses before. All the ad revenue from the videos that I do his music in go to him, as a rightfully so, as the composer of music. So it's called AdRev on YouTube. So yeah, all of the ad revenue from this video will go to Antti Martikainen. However, we are not done with this build, not by a long shot. You can see it's got no windows at the moment. So one thing I want to do, Nathan said that he had some prices up now for his glass in here. So I'll open the door, and he wants 1 candle or 4 charcoal or 3 iron nuggets each, and that will give me 4 panes of glass. Now unfortunately with these, with this particular glass, I don't think you can saw it down. Do I have a saw on me? No, I don't. But yeah, I don't think you can use a saw with it. I'm just going to have a look. I'll go back and get one of my saws and see if you can actually use... Oh, I don't have any on me. Okay, we'll forget about that for now. So yeah, I need to find out whether you can saw those down into slabs rather than just the full blocks. It adds a bit more depth to the build, and it makes the glass go a lot longer, because I've actually got 20 windows in that build, and there's only enough here for 12 windows. So there is quartz glass as well, and they do chisel down, or not chisel, but you can saw them down into glass slabs like this, and so 2 of those is 4 of these. So if I can do that with these, that will be enough to do the entire of that building, and also put the missing glass into my little starter house here. You can see I've got 1 little bit glass there, just 1. I think I've got 4 panes of glass in total in that building. So we can't get that from just yet. So the next thing I want to do is plant some more trees down. I took a lot of trees down around this area to give me space to work, because I wasn't too sure exactly where the outlying area of the place would be. But now we know. I want to try and build this up a bit more around the building, because this building is probably not that close actually. Very big on the landscape. And I want to try and hide just how big it is with a thick layer of forest here. And so I've got a fair few trees here, and these aren't trees that are going to be cut down at all. This is just to thicken out the forest that we've taken down. So I'll add these in. Is that going to be too close? I think that one might be too close. And that one. So try and keep a distance, and I think that will be okay. No, not one there. Put one there. Okay. So that is on this side. I'm going to need a lot more saplings for over here because we've only got a couple of little trees over here. And I want all of this gap between here and between this rise and this rise to also be fairly thickly forested. And then we'll put a path down the gap in the middle of the two little ponds here. And then that path will wrap around the back of the building there and go off to over there. I want to show you the view of this place from up at Copygirl and Ashantin's house because it really is quite nice. So if we head on over, they've been doing a lot of work with the honey, which I'll show you in a minute once we've done this. But if we head on up to here, close the gate behind us, and head on in, and in onto their balcony, you can see just how dominating that is on the landscape. And also you can see just how tall the trees are. So if you can imagine the space between, like on this rise basically across here, being trees as well, that'll nicely shade this off so that it's not fully visible, but you can see there's a house there. You can see how big the house is, but it's not just dominating the entire of the landscape there. I think that'll be much better. So with a trip over to my tree farm over there, I've managed to gather up and plant a load more pine saplings here. So when these grow up, I'm hoping it'll give a nice canopy layer effect. And I've kept a path down the middle here so that we can have path running through the centre of these two. So I think I want this last one I've just picked up, say just there, that'll do. And we may need to cut these down and replace them a bit when we've finished all of this. I think that one's a bit close to the centre of the path. So let's place this one just there. Excellent. And I think that will be okay. So there's a lot of interiors to do on this as well that I want to try and get to today. I think it is basically just an empty shell at the moment. I have, however, between episodes, I went out doing a huge amount of gathering up, and I went out flower picking. I went out specifically looking for heather and for catmint, and I did get quite a lot of that. And also I found huge patches of these lupines as well, lupines, which look really nice. So I want to go back and gather up a load of that. The other thing I was looking for was traders. I went out specifically looking for traders, and I travelled hundreds and hundreds of blocks, well probably thousands of blocks, all the way out in all the different directions. So I went directly northwest, northeast, southwest and southeast, rather than going directly north, south, east and west. And I have managed to find a couple of really nice traders. I managed to do some very, very nice trades, and we have some special prizes inside for our troubles. One of them being 10 copper lanterns. These cost me 6 rusty gears each, so they were quite expensive, but I found some other traders which were willing to buy some charcoal. They were willing to buy a load of logs, and we were willing to buy a load of linen. So I gathered up a lot of flax as I was going around, so I had loads of linen as well. As you can see, I am fully kitted out with linen sacks now as well. And so I did manage to gather up enough for 10 of these, and 5 of these bismuth lanterns. So one of the things I want to do is place 2 of the bismuth lanterns on the front here, just like that, and like that. Whoops. Like that. So I'll have 2 lanterns there. And also I want to gather a couple of, I think, kapok. Not the birch fences. Where's my kapok ones? There's, oh no, pine will be okay, I think. Pine will be fine. So I can put 1 there and 1 there. And then 2 of these other lanterns I'll put on there and there. And I'm really glad that I've got these, because I've been going on this server quite a lot with the others about wanting permanent light sources, and part of it is for spawn proofing, part of it is for making sure it's light enough to record. But one thing I do when I'm building in creative is I really look at the building in both the day and in the night. And so light for me is a decoration block as well. It is setting the mood of the build. So in here, even though it's bright daylight outside, it is pretty much midday outside. When you come into here, it's quite dark and quite gloomy and quite moody. And even when we get the windows in, it's not really going to make that much difference either, because they don't emit light. So you need some form of light inside. And so when you have, in this, I'm going to have, say, a light here and a light over here, and then in this side, and I have a light here and a light over here. And when you do that, this flat block of wall suddenly gets a lot more texture because it gets the lighting effect on it. It's got dynamic lighting with the shaders, and so you'll get a shadow coming across here, and suddenly, I know, I'll show you exactly what I mean now. So we grab this lantern. So you can see what this wall looks like. In fact, I will grab 2 of them and we'll put the lights in this bottom room here. So you have this wall. It's a fairly symmetrical wall. You have the door and you have 2 windows either side of it. So if we place in that one there and that one there, and we move this one so that it's the right way around, and we step back now without any light in our hands, do that, okay, and so now you can see it is subtle, but it's definitely there. You have a big light patch around here and a big light patch around here, and now suddenly this door, you can see here and here where the cursor is, it's got this darker edge to the door where the shadow is, and so it creates that deepening effect to the room. It makes it feel like the door is just that slight bit further away. And that's what we're going to need in here, because this is a very, very big building, and these are very, very big rooms. So we're going to need to segment these off. This is going to be the main shop front. And so in, where is it in, do I actually have any on me? I have a couple on me. I might actually need to get some more of these, because I'm going to need 4 there, and then I'm going to need to come across. And let's just see if we have anything else. I have 4, no, that's pine. No, wow, okay. I do have some more chests upstairs where I was building a roof. So we head up into this room, and then up again. And you can see each of these rooms are really quite dark and gloomy at the moment. And it really does add a huge amount to be able to put some lighting effects in. There we go, kapok planks, perfect. And I'm going to need some kapok stairs as well. So I'll grab those there, head back down and eat. And so this is going to be my counter over here. And I want some stairs across like this. And this will give it that real shop feel. And we'll put a border on it as well. And just to make sure that people know this is kind of the front of house, and then this is the back of house, so that you can't just walk over it, we're going to want some of these birch wood fences here. I'm going to place these up and around like that to give the effect, real nice effect of a counter. It almost looks a bit like a bank. You imagine if I put it's like that in and that in and that in, you'd almost see it as a bank. I actually quite like that. I'm going to keep those in for now, because then I might be able to put chests, one here, one here, one here and one here, and have those as like special offers and stuff. And then we're going to have some shelves, chiseled shelves up on the walls, and labelled chests with stuff like copper, hose and shears, tin bronze pickaxe, tin bronze hammer, that kind of stuff up on the walls here. I haven't even shown you the forge yet. Hasn't really changed much, but with this roof on it, I really, really like this place in here. And then you come up and into here. This is just going to be an empty room, pretty much just like this, because this is where I'm going to be chiseling all my different furniture and stuff, and then they will be taken into the upstairs as the chisel workshop, as the chisel shop. And then this is the door through. Do I have any doors here? Interiors? No, I took them back over because I needed them. Right. Okay, I'm going to have to get some doors. So I want to try and kit this place out, and I might buy a bit of glass just to start this place up, and you can see what this room is going to be like. So I have been out doing a bit of resource gathering. I've managed to get a load of seeds for Nathan and a load of flowers for Copy Girl and Ash. I know that's two things that both of them are really looking for. So a couple of gifts for the server people. That'll be really nice. However, I've come across this trader. What I've been doing is going out during the day. I'll set off from a trader's wagon. Yes, I know. And then I will head off in a random direction, and then try and find another trader's wagon by nighttime. And then if I can't, I'll basically hide out overnight, but if I can, I'll stay in his wagon overnight. It's been really nice. I've managed to travel actually quite a fair distance, a couple of thousand blocks at least. However, this guy here is brilliant. This is pretty much exactly what I've been looking for, and you need to act fast when these traders are around because they do change their trades. It's one thing I didn't realise at first, and I had a spreadsheet of a load of different traders and what they were selling and what they were buying. Now I find they actually change their trades, and all of that is useless. So this guy sells glass. It's actually a really ridiculously cheap price as well. I don't think he'll have this trade again at this price. If I could even find this guy again. Managed to get up to 31 gears. I did have, I think, 25. I sold a load of ladders at the last guy last night. I think the night before that I sold a bit of charcoal. So what I usually do is bring a couple of stacks of ladders, a couple of stacks of charcoal and some other random bits and pieces. I've got some quick climb at home as well. He buys that. But anyway, we are going to go. How much can I buy off him? Supply 5. So I can go 1, 2, 3... My selection. Oh right, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I will buy those. And, oh yeah, 5. Okay, that takes me down to 21 gears. And we have just bought 40 glass. That is enough to be able to do the glass for our building. That's brilliant. He also sells copper lanterns, but I don't really want to sell my copper lanterns off. That's exactly what I'm trying to find, rather than trying to sell. He also sells brown bricks, red bricks, blue bricks, sandstone, claystone, plain plaster, 3 gears for 32. Wow, okay. So this will actually give us an idea of what the economy is worth as well. Because if we can either match or undercut the prices within the traders here, that's why I want to try and find what these copper tools are actually worth. And I also found a copper scythe in a chest as well, so I might gift this to Nathan as well, or to Copy Girl and Ash. I don't know, I'm not sure. I might keep it for myself for now, or I might just keep it as stock for the shop. I think because I've actually collected up a lot of gifts at the moment, I've got a load more on my back in a reed basket, so yeah, it's pretty good at the moment. I've got a lot of stuff. So yeah, I will carry on, wait till morning, and then head out again. So back at town, I've come back up to Copy Girl and Ashantin's house because the trees have grown up around here, but I think I might have been a little bit heavy-handed with the amount of them and the density around here. So I think I might need to thin these out a little bit because it's completely hidden the house. I didn't think it would. I thought you'd still be able to see the house through it, but yeah, it is pretty much completely hidden it. And I know that Copy Girl and Ashantin will want a view of it at least, but I want to be able to see it. I want to have a look from the top as well. See up here. Yeah, you can just get the roof line of it. You can tell there's a building there, but you can't really see much else. So yeah, I think I'm going to thin out these. I'm going to put them, say, at least 5 apart instead of at least 3 apart. And, well, no, in fact, I think I put some of these 2 apart. Every other block, so I think I will need to yeah, just thin the herd a little bit there. And then if we come down come out of here and come down to my base, you'll be able to see the other set of trees we put in, which also needs thinning out. Because it looks a bit weird on the landscape compared to the forest around it. So if we head down, this Copy Girl in Ashanti's new little beeporium. It's brilliant, I love it. I will be a regular customer there. But I'm not going to show it too much because I don't think Ashanti's released it in her videos yet. So you'll be able to go across to her channel and see them building that. Yeah, so this is the area of trees which I've put in. And you can tell because this area is a lot more thin in the how many trees are like per 10 by 10, say. You can see you can actually walk through this fairly easily, fairly nicely, and then suddenly you come up to this big clump of trees over here, which seems a bit odd, and these are just a little bit too close together. So I think I'll definitely take that one out. So I think I'm actually going to have to take pretty much all of these down because of the mechanics of actually planting trees or cutting down trees means that all the leaves will disappear when we cut them down, and because they're so close together it will just leave trunks and it won't look too good. I've also put some up on this side of the path, so I'm going to take every other one of these out. I'm getting some real frame rate issues as well at the moment, but it's just the game, it happens everywhere, so it's not anything to do with this, but you can see it just lags just slightly. I think I have a need to reboot my PC. It's been telling me to do it for a while, so I might actually listen to it for once. We take that one out, and I think we have one saved there. I think that'll be okay. But yeah, I want to thin down this herd a little bit. Inside, you can see I have started on some of the work inside. I've done this room pretty much. I've put all the windows in as well. And I put a fence around this bit here. I'm going to put a kapok tree in the centre there, which looks really nice. But inside, you can see I have added in some chiselled shelves. You can see the brackets on them there. Very, very simple shelves, but they stand out really well, and I think it adds quite a lot to the design to actually have these in. They're very, very functional. You can put stuff on top of them. You can put bowls and planters and flower pots and whatever you want. You can use it as a tabletop. And so that's what I've been doing a lot in some of my chiseling designs, is trying to make furniture which is also functional, so you can actually use a table to put a bowl on and eat at, a chair which you can actually press G and cross your legs and sit down on, and it won't look weird and out of proportion. So yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. These signs above will tell you what the price is, I think, and then what the actual label on the chest will tell you what's in it, because I think these stand out a little bit more than the signs do. And then I'm going to write in white ink on the signs. So yeah, I think with these frame rate issues, this is where I'm going to leave it for today. Oh yeah, I've also chiseled this out just here on the counter, just a little bit. That's where I'm going to leave it for today, and I'm going to try and reboot my PC and make sure everything is properly up and ready for next episode. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.